The ability of a company to manage its relationships with its stakeholders is a key aspect to its ability to enrich its owners. So let's go through the list of stakeholders. This green rectangle here represents a generic company. Let's assume it's Microsoft. Microsoft will sell goods and services to its customers. These goods and services include things like Xbox and Microsoft Windows. And the sales it generates are a form of thank you by the customer to the company for the products that it provides. Microsoft itself is also a customer of suppliers, and it purchases goods and services from them in order to create the goods and services that it sells to its own customers. It'll buy things like construction services for the creation of its data centers. It'll buy technical services from consultants who help it build its software, for example. The company also has internal stakeholders. These internal stakeholders include the employees and the CEO, and between them, they operate the company in terms of maximizing profits today and also investing in the future using its relationships with its customers and suppliers. And in addition to having suppliers of goods and services, the company has suppliers of funds or money or capital. These terms all mean the same thing. And the first provider of capital are lenders. There can be two types of lenders. There's banks and there's bond investors, and they provide loans to the company. And in exchange for these loans, the company will pay them interest. We also have the owners of the company who invest in the company, and in return for their investment, the company pays them profits. And we also have a stakeholder called the board of directors, who are the representatives and advocates of the owners. They oversee the company. In particular, they supervise and monitor the performance of the CEO. And one of the things they do is to appoint an auditor to double check the financial records of the company. Finally, we have the government at all levels, federal, state, and local. It includes the legislator and the agencies of the government. And the government has four different functions when it comes to its relationship with companies. And these four functions are to regulate companies, to compete with companies as well, and to tax and to subsidize them. In our next presentation, we'll go through how these different stakeholders interact with the company and with each other, and how the company succeeds by balancing the interests of these stakeholders.